How did they achieve this, and does this mean that it's going to eat into their bottom line?
Well, I'm not that excited about them keeping prices the same because the Samsung Fold, right, was already probably the most expensive consumer-grade mass-market phone on the market, coming in at $1,800 US, right? I thought people were gonna, be terrified over the $1,000 iPhone 10 5 years ago. But now we have $1,800 phones, right? I guess it's somewhat tablet, somewhat phone, but $1,800 is a lot to digest already. So I'm sure they're making some pretty great profit on that device as is. So I'm not particularly worried.
Mark, what is interesting you about this latest news release then? Because I know prices are also going up when it comes to accessories.
Yeah, I have to tell you, this is a pretty muted update for their foldable phones, right? I think the more interesting thing is that Samsung has been starting to transition away from that candy bar style phone, right? Like the S22s, the iPhones of today, those are what I call candy bar phones. That's what they're known as in the industry. Samsung's really all in on foldables. And I'd say they really have a 4-year lead, if not longer, on foldables at this point, right? It's a really hot seller for them. If I was not in the iPhone ecosystem, I'd for sure have a Samsung Fold, right? Not the small square-shaped one, but the big one, the $1,800 one that we're talking about. That thing is a powerhouse performance-wise, gigantic display when you open it up. I've tested it. I love the thing. That's the more interesting thing to me, that transition to foldables.
I've always been tempted to really switch to Samsung, but it's always been the ecosystem. You know how Apple has everything combined in the services and the apps. Can Samsung ever get there, or is it really, how comparable is it to the Apple ecosystem?
Samsung can get there, right? They already have their ecosystem. They already have people that love their hardware, software, and services. The problem is that the lock-in on the Apple ecosystem is so good and it's so comfortable as a consumer, right? It's difficult to leave that ecosystem for another. But that doesn't mean Samsung doesn't have their own. And it is, fairly good, right? There are people who you would say are locked into the Samsung ecosystem.